Hi guys, it is JTest ASMR here, and I'm doing a requested video today. I got a comment, somebody said they wanted me to rant about my life while chewing some gum. So I'm not quite sure what they actually wanted me to ramble about. So I should just think of something off the top of my brain and ramble about it. It involves my life, but it's something from years ago. So, however, I do have the gum. It's Extra Refreshers tropical flavour. And I've had quite a few of them. They're really, really nice. I do like them. Haven't had them up till now, but they are good. Let's get just two out for this occasion because they are quite strong, and that's what they are. Sorry, my hand's a little bit weather because I've been at work tonight, but yeah, that's basically what they look like. They're just bits of bluey type gum. And it tastes really, really good. So I don't really know what I want to ramble about. I mean, there's been some things going on in my life, like everyone's, which I don't understand. And I'd love to ramble about, but however, I just unfortunately cannot ramble about it. So I'll ramble about the time I was in, I used to work in a supermarket, and yeah, this is a good story. Listen to this one. Now, a supermarket I used to work in, now I used to be a fishmonger. I was a fishmonger for several years. Well, I say fishmonger, the fish used to come in, I used to skin it, fillet it, debone it and stuff. Then said it's the customer, so I wasn't a proper fishmonger, but I used to basically sell fish. And for a short while, I was a butcher as well, and I used to, cut meat and stuff. But for about 2-3 years, I thought it would be a good idea to put a raw fish counter next to a cooked deli counter. Now, if any of you have worked in a supermarket, it doesn't matter, I can ramble about this because I don't work for them anymore. Who in their right mind would put raw fish with cooked meat? And their excuse was, just wash your hands when you move from counter to counter and put a plastic apron on that you can just, like a plastic thing you just rip off afterwards. Now, raw fish used to be with raw meat, which is more understandable, like beef joints and pork chops and stuff, more understandable. But why in God's name would you put a raw fish with a cooked meat, like deli department. So you had to go from fish, put a plastic apron, like wash your hands, put a plastic apron on, serve the customer, rip the apron back off, wash your hands again, and then go over to fish again. I don't get it. What a waste of water, what a waste of soap, and what a waste of aprons. And, you know, you could be using them for other situations, but no. Another thing that's so screwed up, you know, we used to have a fridge, obviously, for the fish, and we had a fridge for the deli. Now, obviously, the fish used to come in boxes, and sometimes people used to spill the water out of the boxes, like when they sort of like opened it to grab, like, I don't know, say, a cod fillet here, a bit of salmon there, you know. Now, water used to go on the floor. Now, they had a tendency to put one person on both counters, especially if there's sickness or whatever. Oh, we haven't got enough people to cover both counters, we'll have to stick one person on one counter. Now, to me, that should be deemed as against the law. Personally, because obviously, number one, the hygiene situation, you shouldn't have to do, you know, and you know, wash your hands, apron, take the apron off, wash your hands. It's disgusting in my eyes. It's fucking disgusting. Number two, you've then got a queue, potentially you've got a queue of people waiting on fish, a queue of people waiting on deli, and you've got people getting the ump. Oh, excuse me, love, is anyone serving here? Is anyone serving here? Just, no. Number three, say for argument's sake, I had both counters, which was a regular occurrence. If I went into, say I had a customer who wanted something at fish, we didn't have it, so for argument's sake, they walked away, I then went into the backup, slipped over, broke my leg in a chiller. There's no one that's going to hear me. I'll be very lucky if someone comes along. But if I break my leg in the chiller, I can't move, I'm going to freeze to death before potentially anyone gets to me. So you should always at least have someone working with you in case that sort of thing happens. I know it's unlikely, but it can happen. So that's dangerous. But the particular store that I'm talking about, and some of you people who have been following me for a long time will know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention it on here because I just don't want it to be flagged or something. I want the point to be put across that they just don't care about anyone. Well, like I said, you know, you could break your bloody neck, or your leg, or your arm, or whatever. No one to hear you because there's no one there to have your back. But I don't know. But I still think it's against the law, and it still shouldn't be there. Thank God I'm not in that sort of situation anymore, but there are other people who do have to do that, you know, and they walk into cold fridges and stuff, you know, they slip over and break their bloody neck. No one's going to hear them. No one. And this particular superstore thinks that that's absolutely fine to do that. Oh, it ain't. You know, and not only that, I suppose number 4, you know, are you getting double bubble wages? No. You get one load of wage. So when I used to work on the fish, I get one load of wage. When I used to work on the butchery and fish, I get one load of wage. So basically, I'm doing 2 jobs for one people's wage. No, mate. No. That is just the superstore taking the piss, basically. And they won't pay you double. Whether they've got a way to pay you double or not. They wouldn't sign it off on the exceptions. Basically, one exception is it gets signed off to say that, you know, that's what you get paid. And they just, like, someone signs it and that's it. I don't know if they still do it these days, but they used to. A woman from reception used to come up every Sunday, give the key colleague a piece of paper, and they used to sign it, and that signs the wages off. Since then, I've heard from not just 1 or 2, quite a lot of people that the particular store in question has gone downhill and it's getting worse. I say it's just getting worse and worse and worse in here. 5 colleagues who I used to work with years ago have now left. They said they can't stand it anymore. It's just getting terrible. Managers are leaving 6 to the dozen because they're saying, oh, they don't need a bakery manager, they don't need a counters manager, they don't need a grocery manager, they do. They need, and they're saying, oh, fresh food manager's all they need. What? For produce, for counters, for provisions, for the chilled departments. One bloke can't do all that. You can't have a manager for one person. And they bring in all these useless managers like night recruitment manager. Well, sorry, you've already got a night manager. So why do you need a night recruitment manager? Why have you got 3 or 4 managers on at night when there's hardly any customers? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. But then again, what can I say? They've never made any sense to me, even when I was there, and they still don't make any sense now I'm not there. So, yeah, so that's the only thing I can think of. I know it's not rambling about my life, but it was a big part of my life, which, thank God, is now over. But yeah, so I hope that was good enough. If it wasn't, whoever sent me a request, put down in the comment what you actually want to hear about me rant about, and I'll see what I can do. Anyway, thank you for joining me, guys, and I'll see you soon with a brand new video. Until then, ciao for now.